Hey guys, it's Sammy, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm doing a literally so quick video where I'm just going to be discussing the books that I would like to read this winter. So, as you guys know, I'm on winter break. I'm on it until January 28th, which is a really long time, I know, compared to some other people. I really would like to get a lot of reading done, but it's gonna be a lot. Well, not really a lot, I just need to learn how to budget my time better when I'm on break. And then obviously winter goes until March, so that's the beginning of the semester. It shouldn't be too crazy busy, so there are some books. Actually, I'm going to list a lot of books today that I would like to get to, because technically I really would like to get this year off to a really good start, because I don't know what my life is going to be like after this next semester. I could have a job, I could have an internship, and then I'm going to go into my senior year, which is scary, and I don't know what it's going to be like. So I would like to get as much reading as possible done, which is so scary. I can't believe next year I'm going to be going into my last year of college. I'm going to cry. It's very crazy. It's all very much a whirlwind. But so I'm going to be listing a lot of books today. I'll try to, if you guys are unfamiliar with any of the books, give you a little synopsis. But most of these books I've either mentioned in a previous video, a previous TBR, or they're pretty popular. So without further ado, let's get into my winter TBR. So starting off, there's a lot of books that I said I would like to read this year and I still have not read. So those books are all of the books that were in my Sister Picks My Summer TBR. I know it's definitely a problem. So that is The Sun Is Also, I'm looking down at my phone. The Sun Is Also a Star, Moonrise, Scorpio Races, The Thousandth Floor, We Are the Ants, and Anna and the French Kiss. All of those I would like to read. I've mentioned them multiple times in multiple different videos now. I would like to read those. I dedicated myself to reading them, and I feel like those should be on the top of my TBR, and I am very interested in all of them, and I'm very excited to read them. On top of that, and actually technically these 3 books I'm going to read before, because those are technically the books that I said I was going to read this year absolutely 100%, and I've only read 2 out of the 5 I was going to read. So that is The Sun Is Also a Star, which I already mentioned, Allegedly, and Tash Hart's Tolstoy. And then on top of that, I would also like to read some sequels. So the rest of these are sequels that I would just like to get out of the way. One of them I wouldn't technically be caught up on, but the rest of these I would be catching up on, like the series, trilogy, whatever. So that is The Unbound, which is the second book in the archived series, duology, trilogy. You guys maybe probably know the situation with how there's never going to be a third book, but there's a third book written, but it's never going to be published. I would really like to read that second book. I said I was going to read it, I think last season, and I just didn't get around to it, but I would really like to read that. Another one is the second book in the Vicious series, which is Vengeful. I'm so excited for that. I cannot wait to read that, and I've heard nothing but great things. I'm really excited for that. I think it follows some different characters, but still some of the old characters, so I'm super excited for that. The new books that I have not mentioned in a previous TBR that I want to read are The Lady's Guide to Petticoats and Piracy by Mackenzie Lee. This is the sequel companion novel to The Gentleman's Guide for Vice and Virtue, which I read this year and I absolutely adored. I really want to read this, even though I've heard not great things about it, but I really would like to read it because I really loved the first book. On top of that, I also, by pre-ordering this, I got the short story sort of thing that goes along with that, which is The Gentleman's Guide to Getting Lucky, which I also would like to read. It's like a short story. I think it's only about 30 pages, so I really should get to that. Another sequel, and then catch me up in the series, would be Restore Me by Tara Mafi. No, I never read this book. I know, I don't know what's wrong with me. I love the trilogy, but I never did get around to this. I heard crazy things, and then I was just like, oh shoot, but I don't think I've been spoiled for anything. I kind of got spoiled, like, emotionally, like people were like, oh my god, and I think I know sort of what happened. I should read this. It's not too bad. I should be able to read it fairly quickly, so I'm really excited to get to this, hopefully over while I'm still on break. The next 2 books I would like to read are part of the same series, and that is The Queens of Fenburn, which is part of the 3 Dark Crowns series by Kendra Blake. This is a prequel novella, I'm pretty sure. And then I still have not yet to read the 3rd book in the series, which is 2 Dark Reigns by Kendra Blake. I haven't been spoiled, surprisingly, which is actually, like, genuinely surprising, because I feel like there was a lot going around with this, but I don't know anything that happens. Very excited to read it. I think there's one more book after this, which is probably going to be coming out around September next year, because I think that's when they've all been coming out. So I'm really excited for this. I love this series, but it is so freaking hard to keep up with all the shit that's going down. I think I finish a book and I still don't even know what's going on. So I definitely need to read a synopsis of some kind, but this should be short and easy to read, and then I can read this, and definitely some synopses, because it's going to be hard to keep up on, I know it. Next book I want to read is one that I think I should read sooner than the others because I really am like craving this sort of reading experience, and that is Obsidio by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. I always do that. This is the last book in the Illuminate Files series, and I absolutely adore this series. Once again, I think I might need to refresh myself because I haven't read it in a bop, but I'm really excited for this. I've heard nothing but good things actually about this finale, and I'm just really excited for it. I'm so excited for this reading experience. That's what I'm talking about. Like it's just so fun. It's like literally fun to read, unless it tears my heart out, which is a good possibility. So yeah, really excited for this. Should get to this soon, hopefully, once I finish all those other books. It's all good, guys. And then my last book that I absolutely need to read, because I just bought this book because I recently finished the first book in the series and I absolutely adored it and I love it to death, and I need the next one, and that is China Rich Girlfriend. I'm literally whatever, China Rich Girlfriend by Kevin Kwan, which is a sequel to Crazy Rich Asians. I absolutely adored the first book. I'm so excited for the sequel. I'm so excited to follow these characters, and especially like a little bit of a side romance. I want to know what happens. Like, I'm literally desperate for what happens to the side romance. No spoilers, obviously, but I'm so excited for this. I hope it lives up to expectations. I hope it's still as exciting as the first book, but you never know. It could be a letdown, but I'm very excited for it. And also just, I love these covers. Like, they're so nice. I'm so excited. Like, these books are so nice to read. Like, I love them. Okay. Alright guys, so that is going to be it for today's video. Leave a comment down below if you've read any of these sequels. I would love to know if you guys like them, or any of the books I mentioned actually. I'm so excited to read them, but I'm also a little nervous because I have heard some questionable things about a lot of them. And you know, it's gotta hope for the best. And for all of you that were keeping up with me on Twitter, I am still reading After. I wish I wasn't. I literally hate it now. Like, it's literally such a drag. But yes, I am still reading it. I hate it. It's whatever, honestly. I'm definitely not reading. I thought like I'd be able to breeze through the whole trilogy, but they actually got long and I can't do it anymore. So yeah, I have a lot of fun stuff planned for the new year, especially with my reading and like doing different sorts of videos. Hopefully those all work out. I really need to start planning them out. I feel like it would be a lot of fun to do these sorts of things over the break and like get a lot of it set in motion. So I hope you guys will stick around for that. And I guess thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a great day. Bye!